it's Caroline here with Humble Warrior Yoga, and today I was feeling inspired to bring just a short 10-minute seated flow to you on Instagram. So if you are one of my patrons on Patreon, then I'll go ahead and post this video on there as well, so you can access it there. But otherwise, just wanted to give some of my friends here on Instagram the opportunity to just take a moment to reset and with a quick seated flow. So if you're choosing to move with me today, flow with me today, make your way to your mat. We'll get started in a seated space. So nothing fancy today. We're just keeping it really simple at the end of this week. I feel like this has been a very overwhelming week for me personally. So I just wanted to take the opportunity for myself and my practice today to hit the reset button. So that's what we're here to do. So we'll take a brief moment to find a comfortable seated space. Soften your gaze or maybe close your eyes here today. And knowing that for these next few moments, there's nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to be doing. This is it. And just taking a brief moment to acknowledge anything external, maybe in your environment. Noticing any sounds, any sensations that might be coming up. And just taking a brief moment here to notice what you need to notice. Simply allow everything to be as it is. And then once you've taken a brief moment to do that, shift your focus back to each inhale you draw in through your nose. Let it fill you, let it expand you. And slowly letting each exhale go out through your mouth. And take one more brief moment here to set your intention for your short flow today. And if there's not a particular intention that's coming up for you today, then I invite you to join me in my intention of presence. Nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. And within your next few breaths, we'll just blink our eyes open. And with your inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale to draw that intention in towards your heart space. Inhale, one more time, reach for the sky. And this time, plant your left palm down on the ground, reach over to the left side. Good side body stretch there, opening up through the right side body, creating some space between your hip bone and the base of your rib cage. And now inhale back through center. Exhale, switch sides, take it over to the opposite side. Stay open through your heart. Inhale, let's flow a few more times just like that, back and forth. And really leaning into the simplicity of this short flow today. So I go through seasons of my life where, I don't know, sometimes when things feel a little more overwhelming, longer yoga classes can feel really overwhelming. And so I just decided, 10 minutes is enough today. 10 minutes sounds good today. So just honoring wherever you are at, whatever feels authentic for you in your practice today. Even out on that second side, and then join me back through center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw your palms back through your heart space. We'll pause there. Soften your gaze or close your eyes once more. Just be here. Just be still. And then within your next few breaths, we will take ourselves to cobbler's pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Reach through the crown of your head. Feel that root from your sits bones and grow tall all the way through your spine. With your exhale, start to hinge forward. Keep your spine nice and straight at first, and notice that openness start to come in through the sides of your hips, sides of your glutes. When you reach the point where you can't hinge forward with a straight spine anymore, if it feels okay, let your shoulders round. Just allow gravity to take over for a moment. And perhaps within your next few breaths, maybe even walking your fingertips forward inviting a little more space through the sides of your hips. So if you're anything like me, you might hold a lot of tension in those glutes, so it feels really good to open up through that space. Start to release some stress from that area. One more breath just like that. And within your next exhale, gently, ever so slowly, start to walk yourself up. And we'll take that right sole of your foot in towards your left inner thigh. Good side body stretch here, just as we started, but this time with that left leg extended. You can flex through that foot to facilitate a little more openness through the hamstring. And keep your heart nice and open, your shoulders stacked. Breathe into your side body once again. Full exhale. And then with your inhale, reach towards the sky. And together we'll twist over your right shoulder. So opposite palm to that opposite knee. And just send your gaze over your right shoulder. Stay rooted through your left sits bone. Find one more breath here. Gentle spinal twist, not forcing any stretch. And then unwind. Square yourself off for that extended leg and just start to hinge yourself forward using the support of your palms, keeping a soft bend through your right or your left knee. And that same option to let the shoulders round if that feels good. Just let gravity take over. One more breath here. Exhale, maybe sigh it out. Let it be audible. Let some stuff go. And within your next few breaths, walk yourself up. Let's just switch sides. Bring that opposite sole of your foot into the opposite inner thigh and find your side body stretch over to your right side. Good space to that left side body. Root through the opposite sits bone. Open through your heart. One more breath here. Inhale, reach up for the sky. And we take that gentle spinal twist. So right palm to that left knee. Reach through the crown of your head. Gently twist over your shoulder. Root through that opposite sits bone, that right sits bone. Inhale to grow a little taller through the crown of your head. Exhale. Maybe you twist deeper. Maybe that doesn't feel too good. Doesn't feel too good for me today. Keep it gentle if you need. And exhale, unwind. Hinge over that extended leg. Facilitate some more openness through the back of your leg, your hamstring. Even feeling that through your calf if you flex through your foot. And just noticing side to side, things will feel different. That's entirely normal. You're human. We're not supposed to be symmetrical. And so making adjustments as you need, especially if one of your sides feels a little tighter, you can always just keep your chest a little higher up away from your leg. One more breath here. And exhale. Go ahead, lift on up, come back through center, and we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. So take your legs towards the corners of your mat and use the support of your palms. Start to walk yourself forward. Stay rooted through your sits bones. And this might feel like plenty. If you keep your arms extended, just find that slight hinge forward. That might feel like plenty for your inner thighs. But if you do want to take it a little bit deeper into that stretch, you can come on down to your forearms. Maybe stacking your fists and bringing your forehead into the tops of your palms. So knowing that, once again, meet yourself where you are at. These poses in our practice, they are meant to meet us where we are at, not the other way around. So we don't show up to this practice to force ourselves into any spaces or any shapes. And we'll find about 2 more breath cycles here. Inhaling that intention of presence, just being right here, right now. Exhale for a deeper sense of release. One more breath in. And start to walk yourself up. Now this time, walk your feet so they come right in front of you. Extend them long and your legs long in front of you. And just kind of shimmy side to side. Pedal through your knees. Take that moment to bring a little sensation back into your legs. Or different sensation rather. And then we'll take a generous bend through those knees and start to hinge forward. In a forward fold, you can even Bring your palms down to the sides, maybe even just let the palms touch under your hamstrings. I'll turn profile so you can see a little bit better, but just inviting a little bit more space into that low back area. If you want to bring the focus more into your hamstrings today, you're welcome to extend those legs a little bit more, but taking the opportunity to invite a little more space through that low back area. One more breath here. And then exhale, starting to make your way out of that pose. And we will finish our short practice today either in a seated space, exactly where we started, or if you would like to join me in child's pose to finish, you're welcome to make your way there now. So either extending your arms overhead or down by your sides, it's up to you. But wherever you are, just allow your forehead to soften into your mat. You can bring your knees wide or you can bring them a little more narrow. It's up to you and what feels best in your body today. And just taking a few deep breaths in this space. Notice that groundedness of your palms or the backs of your hands into the mat. The heaviness of your forehead into the earth. And that creation of space in your hips and your low back. And just any time that you start to feel your mind wander, bringing yourself back to that deep inhalation and that full exhalation. And before we make our shift back into our lives off the mat, once more, return to your intention, or perhaps set a new intention you'd like to take forward with you through the rest of your day. Breathing space through the sides of your body. Feeling that expansion of your rib cage on each inhale. And we'll take one more breath together here. Knowing you can stay here as long as you may need. Or when you're ready, start to make your way back to that seated space where we started, full circle. Bringing your palms back right in front of your heart space to seal in this beautiful intentionality that we have connected to in our practice together today. That beautiful sense of presence. And either soften your gaze or close your eyes once more. Take one last breath here. In through your nose. Let it fill you, let it expand you. Exhale, when you reach the top of your breath, sigh it out, let it go, let it be audible. Beginning to release anything that you no longer need to carry. The light in me recognizes and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for a short mindful seated practice. I hope you enjoyed moving with me, and there's plenty more on my Patreon, so feel free to check that out, and you can always message me with any questions or any requests for other classes, so feel free to reach out. Other than that, have a good rest of your day. See you next time.